Live. Ooh. There's a cat tail in the back. Hey, we're live. Welcome to 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. Hope everybody's doing well. Woo. Guess you can't see that. Getting the office together here. This is episode number 86. And we are here. I saw a glitch in the connection. I had to work on that. So here at 5 a.m. Mester Scrum, we are here to share the practical and tactical on Scrum and Agile with the mission of getting people home to family and friends, growing business, and at the same time balancing work and life and having some fun as we go. So I'm working on that. As you can see, I got the sign up. For those in podcast world, I'm moving everything to Office, trying to figure how everything should fit and where things should go. And that's interesting. Okay. So we're working on the layout, what we're going to do and how we're going to set this up. So we're working on that. And got my sign up, so you can see that up there. I got the 5amMesterScrum logo. The clock's up there. I moved that. Fixed the painting we talked about the other day. So it's about jazz and having a little fun and enjoying life, right? So today, this is episode number 86. I hope you're having fun. Please like and subscribe. Hit the little bell, right? The bell helps give you reminders when we do live episodes, things like that. And today I want to talk about a couple things. I want to talk about team or actually pair building. So you got two people together. Why I brought the badminton activities out. And then, building a system. So we're going to talk about that. How you balance. There's a couple things when you build how you want to operate from a agile perspective that you should take into account. It's not all tech, it's not all business, it's not all reporting systems, right? So we have to figure that out. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So team building. So the reason why I brought this up, it was a beautiful day yesterday, right? And I got my badminton birdie sitting here, and I love badminton's fun. And I had built I got a blog post up there. I got to put all this stuff on my 5 a.m. blog post. I got to do that soon. But building communication between two people that are working together, whether it be two developers or a developer and a tester or however you're going to pair, is very important. I see one of the things I see that causes a lot of problems in organizations is that when you get people that build stuff work by themselves, everybody makes mistakes. There's always a bug somewhere. There's always, if you work as an individual, all your work is going to be set up for the individual. And it doesn't necessarily mean anybody else can understand what you did. So as we talked about, these are all my principles and why we do this, right? So you go home, have family, and go vacations, do whatever fun. If you write code, no one else can understand it. You can't do what's on that sign. So part of what we're talking about here is to allow you to do those kind of things. So why I do the badminton. In badminton, if you have pairs, right, playing 2-on-2, if you do not communicate with the partner who you're playing badminton with, the birdie will hit the ground. So what I love about this game, and I set up a little jerry-rigged badminton set. I think I might put it up because the weather's been nice lately. The wind's going to be bigger. But if it's not too bad, I might bring that to the office just to break up the monotony. Maybe a Friday, right? Do a Friday, bring the badminton set. They're going to need the stress relief. And I have it where I can just set it up anywhere. I built little poles, built little stands so that it would support itself. And I can basically put it in a parking lot, which I don't want to quite do, but you can. You can put it on the grass just so people don't get hurt. Problem is people get aggressive sometimes and they start rolling after trying to hit the birdie. So I don't want them to do that, right? Especially when they got these rackets around, and then you got to buy new rackets out, right? And but what I like about the game, what I like to do is pair two developers together that work together, or a developer and tester who may not talk to each other all the time. Maybe even a business person and someone from the team, the tech team. But break up the pair so that they learn to communicate with each other and build that little bond on. Hopefully it won't be too bad and neither one will be bad and they get upset. But it'll make that happen. So encourage you, if you get a chance, buy a cheap little badminton set. You can get some poles from any store, and you can jerry rig some kind of little thing where you just put it up. I do have a video on how to do it. What I created, you have to put a little bit of like a weight or a workout weight. You can always get them at yard sales for weights. Everybody's getting rid of their old weights. It's like, I don't work out anymore. So you can always find them. And then build it so they start communicating. Because if they don't communicate, just like in badminton, stuff falls through the cracks. And letting them know they got to communicate sooner than later, right? So the badminton game is a real fun thing to do. So we try to have fun. So get the teams in pairing and come up with ideas. And that's just one idea. It's get out of the building. 1, get out of the building. 2, have some fun. And 3, learn that you have to communicate with your crew, right? So that's what I want to talk about, team pairing. Just have some fun. Find some ways to pair them up together. And then the other thing I want to talk about is building a system. I was having discussions the other day on how to write features and how to size them and all. And then some people like, well, we're not making it to build to the computer system. But I'll say there's like 3 components. When you decide how you want to size things, when you want to coach people, you got to get them to understand. The business likes to write things in small number of descriptions. Like they'll give you a picture. I want this. I want to do an email system. They don't get into the details, and it's probably a good thing they don't get into details, because if they get into the details, you're not going to get as much stuff. I just want to adjust this just a tad bit. Is that good? I can't get that. There you go. I don't know. I just have to hold this up here, right? So what I like, and then tech, they like to have all the nitty gritty details. I need to know every little aspect of this thing to be done right. That's a good thing to know. So we don't even have the microphone in. I hope this is all coming out. We'll find out, right? If we're going live, I forgot to plug the microphone in. I'm moving everything around. I got it sitting here, and I forgot to plug it in. I'm like, how's the audio? We'll see. We'll see how the audio is. Hopefully it's decent enough. And then sorry about that. Went off the topic. It's live, and we're figuring out how we're doing things. But when you build a system, so business likes things large, not as many requirements. They like to talk, if you were to look at a book, they like to do headers, right? They like to do header descriptions of something you would write. Tech likes details, so they want a paragraph description. They want a lot of little sub-bullets, sub-paragraphs to fine-tune what the requirements are. And then your system treats data, and how do you want to roll it up so that you're not printing spreadsheets and producing side documents, and you want to make it so you can make a dashboard. How will your system roll data up? People say you don't have to consider that. And I would say to make your life easier in a longer time, you should consider how your system rolls the data up so that you can present that to your management. So what I would say, and maybe we'll do a bigger talk on that, exactly how that goes, how the different systems roll up differently when we do metrics. We'll have metrics discussion. But I want you to consider when you're writing stories and features and epics and things like that and tasking, right? You got to look at it 3 ways. You want to balance, not a lot of detail like the business is, a lot of detail like tech wants. So you don't want a big disparity between an epic and the features and how the different levels of your system might operate, right? So if you do an epic, if you do like a bigger theme in some of the systems, or initiatives, or how are your systems written, you got to look at all the different layers and how much detail that provides you and how well your system handles those different layers, right, to provide roll-up data. So you want to marry that. If your system only gives you 4 systems, or 3 or 2, let's say, just an epic and a story, or a feature and a story or something like that, then you got a lot of stuff that you're going to break down, right? Hopefully you got a higher level thing that they can all link to at some point. But you also want to take in mind that the tech teams, a lot of their stories are too darn big, and they need to break those stories up. So sometimes your features need to be smaller. And this is what we are going to talk about, that, making your features smaller so that you can deliver value. And I have to tell people, we have to share that, how to do that, because that's another aspect of this activity where people build features. And if you're a program manager like me and your feature never ends, it's because your feature's too big. You need more features. They're all like, all you got to do is, no, just do more features. And it's not that complicated, but they all complain about it. But anyway, so this is 5amMesterScrum, moving into the office here, a different location. So I'm going to adjust video audio apparently because I forgot my microphone. Hopefully it goes okay. And then we'll go from there. So with that, hey, happy scrumming. Remember, have fun, enjoy it. Please like and subscribe. Hit the little bell so that you get notices when we're doing it. I have apparently Bubbles likes this because she's sitting next to me. And we'll see how this operation goes. And with that, thumbs up. It is Wednesday. You're halfway through the week. I noticed a little chopping on my my video here, so I'm wondering how my signal is, but I think it says it's pretty good. I don't know. It looks good. But I notice in YouTube it's getting choppy. I don't know why. Anyway, thumbs up. Have a great day. This is live, 5 a.m. Mester Scrum, and you have an awesome day and happy scrumming. Take care. Bye.